One of the things I've loved about this lockdown has been the creativity it's unleashed, particularly musically. People changing the words of well-known songs such as Happy Birthday while washing our hands, or The Sound of Music, COVID-19 parodies, communal singing from the Italian balconies, or families producing their own lockdown song and dance routines. It's been amazing, and it's brought laughter and tears in equal measure. And there's something about music, isn't there, and songs that just seem to capture our mood and our emotions. It makes us laugh, or it makes us cry. It speaks of love or anger. It stirs us out of apathy or calms us and brings us a sense of peace. And so often music and song just has the ability to just speak deep within our souls. When my girls were very much younger and a lot smaller, it was often me that got up through the night to deal with them when they got upset and they cried. And my ears very quickly became attuned to hear and respond to the sound of their crying. Sometimes helped by a kick from my wife that's helped me along the way, but in the main, I would hear the girls and I would get up and I would respond. And there was something about that time with my girls in the middle of the night that was just so very, very precious. I would hold them tight and sing over them. Now, I don't have a great singing voice by any stretch of the imagination, and yet there was something about it being my words, my song, my arms that held them tight in the dead of night, that somehow brought a sense of calm and reassurance to them that all was well with the world. As they got older, I held them tight and loved them even when they were covered in mud and blood and snot. And as teenagers, I've held them and loved them when friendships have let them down, or when they've stropped and sulked and felt like the whole world was against them. It's just what a dad does. There's a verse in the Bible that I really love that speaks of Father God singing over us. And it comes at the end of a really traumatic time for the people, when all who've suffered all manner of traumatic experience, many of it self-inflicted, but traumatic nevertheless. And they needed to be reminded that God hadn't forgotten them and that he still loved them. And it says this: "The Lord your God is with you. He is mighty to save. He will take great delight in you. He will quiet you with his love, and he will rejoice over you with singing." And I just love the idea of God as Father singing over me, singing over you. It's a verse that speaks of strength, of security, of intimacy, and of love. A verse that reminds us that we're not forgotten, that God is a God of strength and of power who holds you even in the situation that you face today. Perhaps if you listen closely, you can hear your Heavenly Father singing over you. And I'd encourage you to trust in him today. He is mighty to save whatever you're facing and whatever you're going through. Bless you.